pre-ordered super chat questions and then move on to your super chats in the live. For those of you who are joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live. Do a shout out where you're from, a like on arrival, as per usual. And we're going to kick this off with a super chat pre-order from Goddess 33, and then we'll move into your super chat. So the super chats are open, and you're welcome to contribute here or through my website. Okay. All right. Put the link for you in case you need it, all right, under the donation button or under the dollar button below. Okay, how is everyone? What's going on? Yeah, if you're new, do a shout out where you're from, and everyone do a like on arrival. Truly appreciate it. Not that it really helps the algorithm, to be honest. I mean, I think YouTube is just stagnating in a lot of ways, but that's yet to be seen clearly. TikTok seems to be going off a little bit more. I am doing the monthly reads, the monthly videos for September slowly. I did go out the other night and I did get a bit of a sore throat, but I'm recovering now. So yes, I'm feeling a bit better, and I don't like to overuse my throat. So, you know, talking too much can often damage the throat chakra. Okay, all right, so let's have a look at and if anyone has any general questions, any sort of questions about anything that you're curious about, that you want to know, or about world situations, please feel free to ask. If you have a personal question you'd like me to tune in for you and do a reading for you, then you're welcome to do a super chat. Okay, so let's have a look at Goddess 33. Feeling like you're a bit stuck in a rut. You'd like to have some idea when that's going to shift. And work manipulating your hours. Surgery date is stuck. Everything is stuck. And in limbo. Let's just see what's going to come up for you, Goddess 33. What's happening? What's happening, Goddess 33? Okay, I've still got that lovely pink candle available, by the way, and also a white one. I did see some other, I am keeping my eye out for novelty candles, like the specialty candles. I did see some nice Halloween ones out, but they're a bit expensive at the moment, so I'm going to wait and see what comes up. Yeah, see what comes up. Okay, so let's have a look and see Goddess 33. Goddess 33. What's going on? Let's have a look for the next, say, 6 weeks to 3 months out and just see what's going on. Okay, got a jumping card, the Knight of Cups, which is nice. Yeah, so I feel like there's going to be a movement of an offer or something coming forward here. Maybe I should do the topics separately. Let's have a look about the enrollment. The enrollment first. Yeah, stressing you out. Stressing you out. What's the outcome of the enrollment? Yeah, you're in a battle zone there. There is going to be an epiphany. They are going to make a decision. So for you to re-enroll or to redo that course, it will be done. But I feel like it might come in at the last minute, at the 11th hour. Okay. Job, manipulating your hours. They're trying to cut back. What's going on with the job? Yeah, they just want everyone to work for every cent and dime. Yeah, every dime and nickel. They're nickel and diming everybody. Maybe they're going through some crisis with their finances. You will go on that trip though. You will move forward in a direction. You might even move forward to do with work. I'm getting a T. So I don't know, a company that starts with a T, or somebody that hires you, that name starts with a T, T initial. Let's have a look at the surgery. Surgery stuck. What's that about? Surgery stuck. What do we need to know about the surgery date being stuck? Oh, you got that Three of Pentacles again, yeah. For some reason, I feel like you might get kind of tired of waiting for these people. You might try to go somewhere else. I know that there was one other surgeon there that you liked. You might try to go somewhere else, but I think you've already given them a deposit, haven't you? Yeah, I feel like with the Queen of Swords, you might have to push it with them. There might be a push. Yeah, a push, or somebody might cancel. There might be like a cancellation list or something you can go on. What else do we need to know? What else does Goddess 33 need to know about the situation of being stuck in limbo? Let's have a look for Goddess 33. What else do you need to know, Goddess 33? Could be like the aftermath, the turnaround of the Mercury. Could be that. Work is going to take you in a new direction. So I do feel work is going to come up okay. I feel like you may or may not get another job, but you might feel like the brakes are off in the work department and you are balancing out your money. You might even travel for work or feel like you can travel and work. I don't know why you haven't rented out your room yet. That should have been easy to rent out. Yeah. Hi, Christina. Hola. That should have been easy to rent out. I think you said something about the room. Let's have a look. What's going on with this room? Okay. Room rental. Yeah, you're trying to juggle money. Okay, but you've got money coming in. Money is going to come in. You might be sitting at a crossroads is what I'm feeling, because there's indications here of wanting to move on somewhere. So it could even be something to do with a property as well. You could be at a crossroads where you're kind of reevaluating everything. I feel like the course, the nursing course, it'll be okay. I feel like that's going to be okay. But it's almost like you're at a crossroad, like you might go for something that is more lucrative or go for money, or you might even rent out your whole property. I mean, you could move to Colombia or something and just rent something small out there, like cheaper, and then rent out your property. I don't know. There could be a number of different things that you're thinking about doing. Yeah. So there's a crossroads here, and I feel like for it to open up, it's going to take time to figure out this. But you've got the wish card. So wishes coming true. Yeah. So just have a think about what it is that you wish for. What's your ideal scenario? And maybe just write it down. Like, what's your ideal scenario? And then that wish is most likely going to be manifested. Yeah, your ideal scenario. But it just might take a bit of time and a bit of reworking. But I feel like you're definitely at a crossroad more than being stuck. I feel like it's a crossroad because there's indications of the universe wanting you to kind of move forward in a different direction, or kind of opening the door for you in a new direction. And I do feel like the stagnation is going to be over in a week. I feel like things are going to be opened up in a week, like around 7 days or so, 7 to 10 days at the most. Okay, thanks for that, Goddess 33. Let's have a look at Sunkissed. Hi, Sunkissed. Some of you might get a message through somebody else's reading, so just keep that in mind. Is everyone watching the replay of the Trump Putin meeting? Is that where everybody is tonight? Okay. Sunkissed, how are you, my dear? Cassandra. Will attorney Andrew fight for you and my child and win custody battle? Okay. You haven't retained him yet. Does he have a good track record? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's probably a good idea if whatever it is that you've been doing hasn't worked with the other lawyers to change tact a little bit to get a loop. I feel like he's going to find a loophole for you. There's a loophole here coming up in my mind. Okay, so is this Andrew going to be a good fit? Oh, he's won every case in criminal law. Excellent. Yeah, I feel like he's on point. I feel like he's going to find a loophole. Yeah. You're worried about the money or the investment, but I feel like he's going to find a loophole. And then you're going to be smooth sailing. I don't know if you're going to move closer to the water or a lake, but I see you living closer to the water or moving forward somewhere closer to the water. And I think you wanted to leave the state or something, didn't you? Or go somewhere specific. Yeah, it feels like you're stuck right now, but you've also got the Hanged Man in the current position. But everything is showing the indication here with this person it's going to be a victory. Yeah, everything here is showing that it's going to be a victory. A win-win, a new start. Oh my God, you've got really good cards. This is where you are now. And the crows are out today. This is where you are now. You've got action and movement here and feeling victorious and very strong internally behind the scenes. Externally, you've got patience. And your patience has been wearing thin. You want to get the show on the road. And you've also got the wish card, which is unexpected things coming up. The Nine of Cups and the victory again. Another Ace of Rods and a new start. So it's a big yes. I feel like, yeah, go for it. Yep, go for it. And you might get a settlement or an offer outside of court if your ex-husband doesn't continue. And yes, you've got justice there. So I would say, I think you've hit the nail on the head with this one and found the right lawyer. All right. So that's looking good. Looking good. Yeah, looking really good. Oh, you hear the crows every day. They come at 5:45 a.m. That's early, yeah. You've been waiting to move for years now. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. And you need the criminal attorneys thing to get in behind the situation, right? You need it to get in behind the situation. To uncover whatever's going on behind the scenes. Do we have anyone else for a super chat? Otherwise, I'll come back on Sunday night, US time. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, Sunday nights now for me a bit tricky. I've got some commitments on Sunday nights. But maybe Saturday night I could come back. Hi, Christina. Angel and I talked for a day and back again to silence due to an argument. He said he will not contact me anymore. It's been 1.5 weeks. Is he moving on? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're really stuck on this guy. I know that he's been good to you in the past. Angel. He was meant to be coming around in a good way, wasn't he? I feel like he's calling the shots. I don't know. I think you should just turn the power back into your own life. There's only so much you can endure with these sort of backwards and forwards, in and out situations. Yeah. Is he moving on? He might be moving on. There's a Chariot there. There's also, you're very upset about it. You're very upset about it. He could have another woman around him still as well. Or other children around him. Somebody's getting in his ear. Yeah. Somebody's getting in his ear. And I feel like he's protecting you from something. He could be protecting you from something illegal that he's doing, or he could be protecting you from further pain. I kind of feel like there's a reason why he's sabotaging the connection. And I think it's to do with you being protected, whether spirit's protecting you or he's protecting you. You know, there's a lot of other guys out there. He's not the last person on the planet. I'm sorry that sounds really blasé, but I think he might have somebody else around him. And also because you've had such a history with him, it's like he's reliving his history with you. And he might want a fresh new start with someone so he doesn't have to kind of relive history and go over stuff. You don't want to be fighting and arguing about things. Yeah, and I think if it hasn't gelled yet, then I wouldn't, you know, I would give it a time frame in your mind of how long you're actually going to put up with this for, because it's not really serving you. You know, what value is this adding to your life? You know, there's only so much you can endure. What value is it adding to your life? It looks like you've got opportunities of really striving here, but I feel like this guy has another woman around him. And these stupid arguments and stuff like that, I kind of feel like they're distractions and excuses to kind of blow up. And I feel like he's protecting you from something. It could be from further pain or heartache or something dangerous or something that he's involved in. He doesn't want you to get caught up in anything, or he doesn't want you to get interviewed by the police or anything like that about anything he might be doing or has done or will do in the future. So yeah, I feel like he's kind of protecting you for a reason. I do still feel like he cares about you, but I think he's very stuck and stubborn in his own way of, you know, doing what he wants to do. Yeah, he doesn't feel like he owes anyone anything. He just wants to do him. And for that reason, I feel like you should just do the best you want to do with your life. You know, there's a few good men out there still, but they're not always easy to come by. A man that's going to put you first. Yeah, because most men are very selfish. Yeah, so you want somebody who's going to give you soft love, you know, and really look after you and treat you like a queen. Otherwise, they're not worth being with, because they're going to take from you, you know. They're just going to take your energy. All right. I don't think he's going to reach out anytime soon. No, I'm not seeing that happening. No. No. Time frame, no. I'm not seeing that happening anytime soon. And it will depend on what else he's got going on. So if whoever else he's involved with doesn't work out down the track, He might circle back after 6 months or something, but that's not going to, you know, help you now, is it? It's not going to resolve the situation now. No. And it's not a situation you want to put yourself in either. Okay. Let's have a look. Anyone else? Oh, you don't have to be cut and dry, but for the rest of your life, single by choice. You don't have to be completely cut and dry. You can just be keeping your standards at a very good level, and and be surprised if somebody comes in. You can just treat it like curiosity. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody's come in, and and not get, bamboozled by them and wooed by them, and just see who exactly they are. It's not going to resolve anything yet. I understand. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that, Christina, but I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. Yeah, I feel like chapters are kind of closing and there's new chapters opening, so for a lot of people out there right now. And some of you might need to kick the door closed, or it's going to be a very, very slow close. He'll look for you, I feel like, when he needs your energy. And, do you really want somebody who's not going to be able to talk to you and resolve conflict? No. It's about what you want, not about what he wants. There's a time frame for everything. If he's not on the page by a certain time frame, I feel like you probably close the door completely. And it doesn't matter if he tries to come back around or not then. It really doesn't. So you might give it to, the end of the year. Yeah, you might give it to the end of the year, and you might just completely close it out then. If he hasn't come back and made it, rectified everything. And then you might ask yourself, why are you letting him back in so many times over and over again? There's only so much you can do. And if people don't change, then, you're just dealing with the same person over and over again in the same way. If they haven't improved their life mission, towards you. All right. Okay, everyone. If nobody else has another super chat, I might close and then go off and do some of the September readings for the channels. I've done Cancer, Gemini, Taurus so far. And I think I have Libra next because somebody requested Libra. See you on the next live, Sunkiss. Thank you. Okay, he has a time frame for sure, but not long. Don't know how long. Well, maybe decide on the time frame and stick to it. Make a decision about the time frame. Otherwise, it can be shifting sands. You can be moving the goalposts around too much to accommodate him and his behavior. And you're fine by yourself. You meet lots of people. You're in a position and you've got a great profession. You could meet a lot of people. So, when you're out and about and you're meeting people, just keep your eye open for a new person. I'm getting teddy. I'm getting the word teddy or teddy bear or a T initial. That came through before also. There could be a T coming in around you as well, Christina. Or somebody who's a bit like a teddy bear. So just keep an eye out for him. Could be a nurse as well. Could be a doctor. Could be a specialist. Could be somebody who works in and around the hospital. Could be, you know, somebody that you meet, you know, coming to work, going to work, stopping, you know, for groceries or something. You just don't know. At a restaurant, at a cafe, you know, getting a takeout, anything. Could be somebody around your neighborhood. Yeah, so just keep your eye out, you know, keep your eye out. There's still some good guys out there. Don't give up hope completely. You know, but a lot of women now are just not even bothering engaging anymore with all of the shenanigans and the BS that's going on. All the mind games and the games, you know. Everybody is, a lot of women now are too far ahead in their path to be bothering with all of that. Engaging with the, I don't know, I feel like it's engaging with the enemy, you know, these people who are predators and just out for what they can extort, whether it's money, whether it's place to live, whether it's, you know, physical, emotional, and spiritual gifts. Okay. All right. Lots of love and blessings, everybody. I am going to be going on and doing the, yeah, I'm going to sign off and then I'm going to go and do the, a couple of other videos for the September read. So I hope you like those and I'll see you soon. I might see you tomorrow, so Saturday night, Sunday morning, the rest of the world, and we'll see how we go from there. Some of you might be ready or back around then. It might be, there might be too much going on in the news in America right now for us to be present. So lots of blessings, everybody. I'll see you soon.